Welcome everybody to Astoria Bowl. It is Saturday evening, March 3rd. We hope Sunday evening, March 3rd, and we hope you're enjoying that snowy evening outside, but the action's hot inside, and we've got four wonderful finalists. Let's meet the final four of our LGBT house shot event. First up, Mr. Weldon Drayton from Brentwood, New York. Weldon shot a 778 series, leading this 1 p.m. squad. And Harry Park from Flushing, New York, also representing the under division. He shot an 808 at 3 o'clock to advance. And the senior division winners, Jimmy Califano from Astoria, New York. Jimmy shot 752 at 1 o'clock. And our 300 man, only 300 today, Mr. Nick Vaccaro from Floral Park, New York. Nick shot 740 at 1 o'clock. Okay, bowlers, shake hands, and let's get this match rolling.
I'm so excited. I don't
A great turnout today. 95 entries despite the bad forecast of weather. And we are in for a great Final Four. This is on a house shot. 1,000 for first, 500 second, 300 third, and 400 fourth. So we should have some great scoring and great bowling. Now Weldon has 2 titles. Harry Park has 2 titles. So the 2 unders have 4 titles combined, but the 2 seniors are both looking for their first LGBT title. All right, here we go, folks. And the first one up, Weldon Drayton going light, leaving just the 2 pin. All right, here's our first look at Jimmy Califano. Our first video finals for him. He's a lefty, has a nice arm swing. Should see some good numbers from him today. And here comes Jimmy. He likes it. Ooh, leaving the 7 pin. Now for the handicaps, let's go over the handicaps. Weldon's getting the most, 36. All the other bowlers are in the 20s. Harry is next with 26 pins, Nick Vaccaro 23 pins, and Jimmy Califano the least, giving everybody pins with 20. All right, here comes Weldon, all over that spare. Well done, Weldon. Okay, Jimmy up. All over that 7 pin. Well done, Jimmy. Now here's our first look at Harry Park. Harry up, looking for title number 3. So is Weldon. This is Harry's home house, so he's got a little home cooking here. All right, here comes Harry. Going high, leaving the 4 pin. And here's our first look at Nick Vaccaro. Nick bowled both squads, shot 300 in the first squad and made it. Then he bowled again and cashed again. All right, here comes Nicky. There he goes, knocks the 10 pin out. 10 in the pit. Way to go, Nick. First one of the day. There should be many more. Here comes Harry.
I've been waiting for that for years for you to say that to me.
Well, I'm glad you're here. And I hope I say a lot more. All right, frame number 2. 3 of the bowlers got 9 spares. Nick Vaccaro, the only one with the strike in frame number 1. Huh? Oh.
Steve, you show me the shirt?
Okay, here comes Jimmy. Left the 7 pin on the last shot. 10 in the pit. Jimmy loves it. Jimmy's got the game face on. All right, here comes Weldon. All right, here comes Weldon. Weldon liking it, coming light. Oh, this time leaving the 8 pin. First time he left the 2 pin. Weldon took a long drive today. He's out of Brentwood, New York. So he had to drive about...
Thank you.
He drove about 40 miles today. Here comes Nick Vaccaro coming late. Does he get the 2 down? No, he does not. So the 2 stands. Weldon bowls out of Coram Country Lanes and Bow Long Island in Patchogue. Nicky bowls in 3 centers on Long Island: AMF Sheridan, Herald Lanes, and AMF East Meadow, which is where the LIGBT is going to be next in 2 weeks for a Sports Shot tournament over at AMF East Meadow. That is Sunday, March 17th. Nice spare, my Nick. We hope you can join us there. $1,000 guaranteed first prize, 500 second. It's a Sports Shot tournament. We're using the pattern Turnpike. Turnpike, 41 feet for the AMF East Meadow Sports Shot tournament. Now we're waiting for the 8-pin to be set up on lane 9. The Long Island USBC will be running a 600 club tournament, 6 and 700 club tournament next weekend, March 9th and 10th at AMF Center. Anybody that bowls in a league on Long Island or lives on Long Island is welcome to participate over at AMF Center Reach. That's next weekend, Saturday and Sunday, March 9th and 10th. 2 squads a day, 1 and 3 o'clock. Top prizes, 1,000 first, 500 second. Format, top 4 each squad will advance. All right, we've got his 8-pin set. And now we will get back to the match. Weldon's in his 2nd frame. Huh? I know, he's gone. He was gone a few years ago. I don't know. It's a good question. Yeah, then why wouldn't she be alive? Okay, Weldon now ready to shoot that spare. And he's all over that. Well done. So, waiting was worth it. All right, now Harry, you got to finish up the 2nd frame.
Just say it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andy.
All right, Harry up for his 2nd frame. He is on a spare. Harry bowled great in the semifinals. Shot in the 260 scratch, so he's locked in right now. And here comes Harry. 10 in the pit. Way to go, Harry. Looking good in frame number 2. All right, frame number 3, we're up. Weldon on the right lane, Jimmy on the left. Jimmy looking for a double. Jimmy. Thank you. All right, here comes Weldon looking for a strike. 10 in the pit. Way to go, Weldon. So he comes back with his first strike in the 3rd frame. Weldon's been a member since 2016, so he's been here for 3 years. 2 titles already. He has a 170 club average on 36 pins. That's a Sports Shot average, folks. Here comes Jimmy. Remember, just for about a year now. Jimmy going a little light, leaving the 5 and the 9. The 5-9. So we got there a little fast, so no doubles, but Harry's now looking for the first double of the match. Harry, a jewelry maker. Been a member since 2014. Here comes Harry. Ooh! Ripping the rack for 10 in the pit. Way to go, Harry. Harry looking really strong out there. And Jimmy twisting it up. Nicely covered, 5-9. So Nick Vaccaro will finish up the 3rd frame. Nick from Floral Park's been a member for 3 years, since 2016. And Nick owns his own pizzeria. Shot 740 today at 1 o'clock to make the finals. Looking for his first LIGBT title. All right, Nicky, looking good. 10 in the pit. Way to go, Nick. You guys are weak back here. Come on, you guys got to hear it.
that, Steve.
Hey, you earned it. So, Nicky loves the left lane so far, struck on both times. Great crowd behind me. No one wants to miss this match. A lot of great bowling is promised, and all right, here comes Weldon. Weldon looking good. 10 in the pit. Weldon with the big double. Way to go, Weldon. All right, here comes Jimmy. Jimmy on a spare. All right, Jimmy, does he like it? Ripping the rack for 9 on in the pit, 1 on the deck. All right, Harry looking for 3 in a row. Started off with a spare, now has a double. There's a triple for 10 in the pit. Way to go, Harry. So Harry, knowing he's given Weldon some pins, 10 pins, he's got to make that up quick. Now Nick Vaccaro looking for his 3rd strike in 4 frames. He's on a strike, looking for his 1st double. So Nicky coming up there, liking it, ripping the rack for 10 in the pit. So Nicky with a double. What a great match. The lanes are heating up, folks. We've got in that frame, in the 4th frame, 2 doubles and a triple. All 4 bowlers struck. 5th frame action now. Jimmy Califano up first. Jimmy on a strike, looking for a double. First time he has not struck on this lane. It's been light both times. Oh, and this time he goes way wide, leaving the 1-3. So that one really is lost on the left lane. Jimmy's in construction. Bowls right here out of Astoria. Shot 752 at 1 o'clock to make the finals. All right, here comes Weldon, a little wider. Ripping the rack, leaving the 10 pin. Leaving the 10 pin, so Weldon fails to triple. And here comes Jimmy. All over that. That was a good strike shot. All right, so we'll check the scores after the 5th frame, folks.
Hey, Kevin, even if he wasn't, you can say it. What about it? If he wasn't your friend, you can say it.
All right, Weldon looking for the 10-pin spare. And he's all over it. So the bowlers so far, no open frames, which is what you expect in a house shot tournament, and with 4 good players also out there, certainly helps. All right, Harry and Nicky now finishing up the 5th frame.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Harry on a triple, looking for a 4-timer. Looking good. Oh, he leaves a weak 10-pin. That 6-pin sitting in the gutter. All right, and here comes Nick Vaccaro. He's looking for a strike. That'll be a triple for Nick. Nicky's looking ball. The ball's in play. 10 in the pit for a triple, and Nicky's hot tonight. And look at Harry walking away. Let's check the scores out, folks, after 5 frames. All right, you can see, here we go. Weldon's got 134 on a spare. Harry's got 135 on a spare, so he's got a 1-pin leader. All right, and then Jimmy 110 on a spare, and Nick 123 on a triple. So a very tight match here for the first half. All right, back to the match. Weldon ripping the rack. Way to go, Weldon. Throwing a ton of ball.
You ain't saying nothing now, right? Where is he? You ain't saying nothing now, right? No.
All right, here comes Jimmy. So Jimmy, he loves this lane. 10 in the pit. He hasn't missed yet on the right lane. All right. Here comes Harry. Harry on a spare. This one he throws a little wider but softer. Going light. Does he get the 10 down? No. Leaving a 10 pin. All right, went a little wide on that. Now remember, we've been bowling on this pattern for about 6 hours right now. So, lane's probably getting a little spotty. Scores did go up from the first squad to the second squad. Uh-oh, Nicky, does he like it? Oh, what a bad break. Came in a little behind the head pin, leaving the 7-10. And that'll be our first open frame here. So Nick Vaccaro, one of the seniors. We have 2 seniors in the finals, 2 unders. Harry Park, staying clean, making the spare. All right, Nicky. Smartly gets the 1 pin because he was on a strike, so that's actually 2. All right, 6th frame finish, 7th frame getting kicked off by Weldon Drayton looking for a double. So the LIGBT off next week for the 700 Club tournament at AMF Center Reach, run and owned by the LIUSBC. Then next will be at AMF East Meadow, March 17th on a Sunday for a sport shot. And then we're over at Babylon Bowl on March 24th for a special beat the board tournament, 3 squad. 10 in the pit for Weldon. That's a double. Probably the best shot of the match. Okay, here comes Jimmy. Jimmy having trouble on this lane. He gets the strike. First one on the left lane for Jimmy, and that's a double. Way to go, Jimmy. All right, here comes Harry. Harry working off 2 spares in a row, looking for a strike now. He knows he's got a strike to win. All right, Harry, softening it up. 10 in the pit. Way to go, Harry. These guys have their game faced on tonight. All right, Nicky, bad break. 7-10 split in the last frame. Let's see how he recovers here in frame number 7. All right, Nicky, this one, he tugs it a little. Going light, leaving the 4 pin. That one he got a little tight. Special thanks to Astoria Bowl. Ralph, the manager here, always does a great job. We love coming to Astoria, and the bowlers have showed it with a great turnout again today, despite the bad forecast. All right, here comes Nicky. Nicky all over that spare. Well done. Bottom prices in the finals went from 100 to 150. Second round went from 150 to 200. And the final 4 stayed at 1,000, 500, 300, and 250. So good crowd, great prize fund. All right, Jimmy Califano. Always struck on this lane. This will be for a triple. Come on, Jimmy, he likes it. What a ball! 10 in the pin. If there were 20 pins on the deck, they all would have gone. All right, here comes Weldon. 8th frame, folks. So we're starting to get later in the match. Weldon going out a little wide, going high, leaving the 3-6-10.
Bobby, what's going on? If you look at the scores on the top, the Handicaps in, including the spare of the strike.
All right, Weldon, he's got to concentrate on this one. You can chop it. And that 3 pin looks a little farther away from the 6 than normal, so definitely choppable. Let's hope not. And this ball looks pretty good. What a perfect spare for from Weldon.
Sheldon, I'm thinking of Big Bang Theory.
Well done. Good shot, Weldon. All right, Nicky Vaccaro. Nicky on a spare. He hasn't had a strike in a couple of frames. He needs one. Here he goes. Come on, Nicky. He went wide. This is a better shot. 10 in the pit. What a nice ball for Nicky in frame number 8. All right, Harry looking for a double in his 8th frame. We'll take a look at the score after this frame. All right, Harry, he likes it. Going high, trips the 4, he gets it. All right, 2 more frames to go. Here are the scores after 8 frames, and you can see Jimmy on a triple 180, Nicky on a strike 179, so it's close there. And 201 for Weldon, and a double and 194 for Harry. So we are going to be in for a great finals, folks. Let's get back to the action. 9th frame, Weldon on the right. And here comes Weldon, going, roping it. Oh, leaving the 10 pin. Went a little tighter there. Leaving the 6 pin in the gutter. All right, here comes Jimmy. Jimmy on a 3-timer. What do we got, Bobby? All right, Jimmy. Oh, leaving the 7 pin. All right, Weldon. 10 pin. He's made it before on this lane. And he's making it again. Perfectly made. Well executed, Weldon. He's got a spare in the 9th, so this is going to be some finish. Let's see how Jimmy does. And look at this. Jimmy opens in by missing the spare. Bad shot. So that's going to hurt him, folks. So Weldon has a 13-pin lead on Jimmy and a spare. Harry. Pit for a triple, and Harry Park. Huh? All right, so Harry takes a 13-pin lead over Weldon. Here comes Nicky. Nicky on a strike. Big double here. Can still go out for 236 scratch. This ball looks pretty good. He likes it. 10 in the pit. Way to go, Nicky.
Hit him with 5 shots and he's still alive.
All right. You mean the open for Harry?
Hit him with 5 shots and he's still alive.
All right. Here comes Jimmy. Jimmy on an open frame. Loves this lane. Here he goes. Again with the 7 pins. So a frustrating finish for Jimmy in the 9th and 10th, leaving 7 pins. All right, Weldon needs a double here. Harry Park can go out for 262 with his handicap. Weldon 4-pin coming forward. And Jimmy makes it this time. Good spare. So Weldon 224. 260. If he strikes out, it's a 2-pin difference. 260 to 262.
It's a 2-pin difference?
Well, I'm talking about for Harry. All right, here comes big shot here. Weldon tugs this one and leaves a 3-6. Not a great shot. So he's gonna. Here comes Jimmy. Jimmy finishing up. No, leaves a 3-pin, finishes up with 206, scratch 226 with his handicap. All right, Weldon makes the spare. He finishes up with 250. He does 214 scratch. 250 totals. All right, so now what's the story? Nick Vaccaro. 236 for Nick. 56. He can only strike out for 259. So he can go out for 259 for Nick. And he rips the rack. So Nicky can go out for 259, which will guarantee him at least second and possibly first. Harry needs to mark. Harry, a mark gets him a victory. Here's the first shot. Does he close it out, folks? He likes it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Harry Park locks up the title. Nick, you need this one for second. Right? Nick needs... All right, so Harry Park securing title number 3. He's on a hot streak, folks. Here comes Nick. Big shot here. He needs this for second place. And, oh, a 10-pin. So Nicky is going to finish with 225. 225. 25, 23, 250. Huh? Right. It's 248. So he's going to go for 2. So Weldon's going to come in second. Nicky is in third. And Harry fourth. And Jimmy Califano in fourth for 250. So Jimmy takes 250.
Kevin, this is for you.
And here comes Harry Park doing the Kevin Miller. There he goes. The winner, winner, winner. Oh, 6 count. He finishes up with 280 with his handicap. Harry Park. Harry Park. Congratulations, Harry. There he is. Third LIGBT title. A very happy Harry wins $1,000. Well, with his 280, 30 pins ahead of Weldon Drayton with a 250. He'll take $500. Nick Vaccaro, 2 pins behind, finishes third with 248. And last but not least, for $250, Jimmy Califano earns $226, earns $250. Great bowling today. Thank you very much, folks. Have a good evening. Good night, everybody.